Yo. Yo, man. Hey. Yo, the
What?
people want to know, man. They want to know what's going on, how you find what you find, and on what days do you go to the stores, and they just want to know, man.
They want to know, huh?
They want to know.
Is that what they're trying to find out? Well, guess what? Today's their lucky day. Because, while I was out here sleeping, waiting for this store to open up, I developed a 4-step plan on how we're going to get these finds and how you can get these finds just by tuning in. So let's roll. Let's go get it. All right, step one. First, you got to come at the right time. Believe it or not, I actually worked here for like 2 weeks. And it was terrible. It was like the worst job ever. But we're not going to get into that. Anyways, you want to come right when the freight hits, right when it comes out. Now, they usually get their trucks, at least in my area, around 7 a.m. They got to put out all the merchandise by like 2. Sometimes they get behind. Sometimes it gets out later. Sometimes it gets out earlier. But roughly around that time. Because if you don't come then you're just going to get all the leftover from the last night, They usually get trucks about 4 times a week, depending on the volume of the store. Time of day is important. You gotta come in here when they're pushing out the product. As you can see, my man out here loading it up. We can go see. How you doing, man?
Hello.
Is it good, man?
Not really. These are the cheaper shoes.
So, are you still processing shoes back there?
No, there's one more of these left. Those have the better brand, like the $50 shoes.
How much for those? Okay. About what, 20 minutes?
No, not that long. What size?
I'm looking for like a 10 or 11.
Yeah, there are some better brands that are 10. We have some Adidas and I saw some.
Okay, I'll stick around. You never know.
Yeah, they'll be out within 15 minutes.
All right, thanks, brother. Appreciate it. Gotta build a good rapport with the employees in here, right? Because you never know. Okay. Anyways, step 2 is gonna be know your stores and know your product. You want to know what you're looking for, what sells good, and you want to know the demographics on where the store is, and, the areas that you're going to hit first. As far as, are you going to hit the shoes? Are you going to hit the clothes first? My whole thing is I hit the shoes first, then I hit the clothes, and then I hit children's, and then I hit women's. Know your product. I mean, everybody's going to go after, the cleats. Everybody's going to go after the stuff that, makes their money and stuff like that, or the stuff that they already know sells well. But you got to dig deep. You got to look for other things that, other people aren't really looking for or aren't, flooded on the market. So you want to look for brands that you may not recognize, or maybe you might even be a fan of, but you want to look for, the things that are going to sell, Sometimes boring sells. Sometimes the cool stuff is going to be the stuff that's not cool is going to be the stuff that's going to sell. All right, so after the shoe wall, I like to hit the clothes, especially activewear. Let's go hit it. All right, so now we're in the clothes. Summer's coming to an end. Obviously, hoodies are coming back. If you can get these hoodies cheap, you can make a pretty good money. These are still a little expensive at 25 bucks, but it's a nice hoodie. You should be able to move it eventually if you choose to buy it, But you just look for like rare or sports related teams. People like it, but it has to be like, if this was Real Madrid or it had a Nike sign or an Adidas, then maybe. But if it's just a copycat or just a money grab type thing, then it's no good. Don't do it. Like this isn't, I don't know why this is here, but this is a Neff. This is a Neff. No, this is just a regular Disney. Yeah, Disney times Neff. So I mean, it's not really a big brand or nothing, and you probably wouldn't make any money. But I'm just saying, like, this is a collaboration between one brand and another brand, and people like that stuff because it makes it more like a collection piece instead of just run-of-the-mill type thing.
How do you know which brands to choose?
You pretty much, like I said, go to IG, go to different, whatever celebrity or athlete is wearing at the moment. People are going to gravitate to that stuff. Or IG influencers, are big. Pretty much just like the trends, like the whole athleisure thing has been popular for the past few years. So athletic wear is big. You're going to make your money on athletic wear. Whether it's the people who actually play sports or people like me who just like to wear it because it's comfortable. Step 3, know the geography of your city and time management. These things are crucial. If you want to get to these stores, in a timely manner, and you want to get to the finds before everybody else, you got to have that step ahead. Make a layout of how you're going to get to each store and what's the quickest and fastest way. If you only have 1 or 2 stores, it's not that hard. But when you live in a mid-sized city to a large city, there's multiple stores. So you want to find a decent route where you're able to hit all of them in a short period of time. Also, time management. Don't take too long in a store. You don't want to spend 2 hours in one store. I mean, I'm usually in and out of stores in 20 minutes or less. You know, I go, I scan my key areas, and that's the way you got to do it, because you don't want to be out here just spending your whole entire day just at Ross. I mean, I know it sounds like fun, but it really is a job. You know, there's more work to it than people think. Don't get discouraged if you don't find anything at your first stop or even your second stop. You just got to keep going. Sometimes you're going to come up short, but you know, you just have to stay, you know, resilient. You just have to keep pushing. Last place I like to hit is kids and women's. I usually don't always hit it, but I do, especially when there's not much out here and you're just begging for something to find, and you want to find something that's, you know, you never know what you might find in the kids. I've seen people find, like, you know, youth Jordans, retros, and I've seen people find like youth foams, things like that. You know, you really never know, so you always want to at least take a look and take a walk down here. Also, you know, you can find like men's shoes or things that have been misplaced or left behind by a certain customer, and you wouldn't have found it if you went straight to where you thought they were. These places are really disorganized. There's a lot of activity. There's a lot of people with families, and they're usually just thrown around everywhere. So always double check that. Step 4, you gotta check the comps. All right, you never know what you're gonna find out here. It could be the most hideous shoe, could be the most basic looking shoe, but it could be worth some cash. Take these powerlifting Adidas right here. These are your size 13.5, and they're $29.99, which is kind of expensive. But if we don't check the comps, we don't know if we can make any money off these. This is a shoe that not a lot of people have, but it's like a niche market. There's not a lot of weightlifters out there, but there is, you know. So we gotta find out, see if we can make any money off this. Maybe we can, maybe we can't. But at $29.99, take that risk, because you never know. You know, you could be making some pretty good money off of them. And if you don't see a whole lot of listings and things like that on them, you know what I mean, don't be afraid to take a risk. They have a great return policy at most of these stores, so you should be fine, you know, if you don't unload it. So yeah, bonus tip, if you're short on cash, remember, Burlington's offers layaway. Ross doesn't, but Burlington's does. All right, you can buy everything in one and come pay it off. You get the cash and you're good to go. Oh, all right, guys. Well, I had a good day doing these finds with you guys. But anyways, yeah, it's been a long day. You know, we were out here searching these stores, looking for the stuff, trying to give you guys the feedback. But I'm home now. But before I go in there and deal with real life, I'm gonna sit here and take a quick nap real quick.